Alright, boys, Dogecoin is absolutely exploding and we're well on our way to some astronomical price targets. At the time of recording, Dogecoin is sitting at about 21.5 cents, with it having exploded all the way up to almost 23 cents yesterday before having a little bit of a cool off. It looks like we've just broken out of this possible bullish flag right here, and if I take the length of the flagpole and I extend that from the breakout point on the flag here, you can see that this has a price target of about 27 cents. But when we hit that, we might just be getting started, because I've been talking about this possible giant cup and handle right here that was been forming, and since it looks like we have finally put in this handle right here, let's just take the height of cup here and extend that to the breakout point on the handle and see what a higher price target might actually be for us. According to this pattern right here, it looks like we might be having a price target of around 28 cents, and I think that hopefully in the next couple of days here, as long as we don't break down below about 20 cents, hopefully we're going to be headed up to the 27 to 28 cents range, and we might even hit 30 cents in the next week or so, which does look to be the last level of resistance before we hit the all-time high again. Maybe we have a little bit of resistance to contend with up around the 45 cents range, but we only bounced off of that temporarily a couple times in the past, with about 35 cents being a much more strong level of resistance, and when we can break through that, I think we're probably going to be headed towards the all-time high in pretty quick order. But why is the price of Dogecoin jumping? Well, according to this article on Markets Insider, it says Dogecoin has surged 18% as the meme coin's $31 billion valuation eclipses Deutsche Bank. I remember this happening in the last bull market, and while it is really great to see Dogecoin passing all of these banks, I don't think this is actually the thing that's sending us to the upside. What's much more interesting is, as this article on CoinDesk says, CoinGecko data shows that the trading volume for Doge has shot up to $7 billion in the past 24 hours from an average of $3 billion earlier in the week, even as broader crypto volumes remain lower amid little volatility. Elsewhere, futures tracking these tokens saw open interest rise to nearly $2 billion across crypto exchanges from $1 billion on Monday, indicative of rising bets on price volatility. As I've talked about in a lot of my previous videos, whenever retail investors start to re-enter the market, they're probably going to be entering the original meme coin, which is the people's currency, and that's Dogecoin. It says speculation about the token's usage on X has been around since Musk bought the company back in 2021, given his endorsement of the token. Musk's electric car company Tesla has accepted Doge payments for its merchandise purchases in the Tesla store since 2021. Well, Elon Musk did also say a couple weeks ago that Tesla was probably going to be accepting Dogecoin for their actual vehicles pretty soon, and since Elon Musk continues to get more and more money transmitter licenses all around the country, it looks like people are really expecting this X payments thing to go live pretty soon, and people are also speculating that Dogecoin might be the first cryptocurrency added to the platform. According to this article on CoinSpeaker, it looks like Dogecoin Foundation has unveiled its GigaWallet v1.0 to enable mass adoption of Doge via payments, and I think that this is going to be an API situation where they can basically link up with X payments and other payments providers, making it possible for them to transmit Dogecoin through their platform easily. And as I've covered in some of my previous videos, it almost seemed to me like a lot of really big companies were probably waiting on this GigaWallet to be enacted so that they could seamlessly integrate this technology into their payments infrastructure. And now that it's finally coming to fruition, maybe we're going to be seeing some pretty big announcements from big companies saying that they're going to be accepting Dogecoin for payments. Elon Musk has previously stated that he expects X payments to go live on the X platform by the end of the year. But recently, we just got some updates from Misha Bohr, one of the developers of the Dogecoin project. GT said to him that your statement is accurate from my understanding and expect crypto implementation to be longer than anyone anticipates. I'm thinking 5 years or so. Well, a lot of times people expect things to be implemented a lot quicker than they actually do come to fruition, but Misha Bohr says he expects it much earlier than that. Considering that payment services like PayPal already support crypto in some way, but probably not sooner than next year, it's all speculation though. According to this article on You Today, this has added a lot of more speculation to the Dogecoin community, fueling anticipation that Dogecoin is going to be added to Elon Musk's X platform. And while I pretty much am leaning in Misha Bohr's direction because Elon Musk usually doesn't get things done when he says he's going to, and I'm really hoping that he gets it done this year, but I think next year is probably more reasonable. However, according to this article on TradingView, a lot of people are also thinking that Elon Musk's X payments are unlikely to support cryptocurrencies at launch. I think it would be best if he could get cryptocurrency payments to go live as soon as X payments is enacted, but there are some really good arguments here in this article, with it saying that X payments is debuting without crypto, only securing money transmitter licenses in Louisiana. It did get a new money transmitter license yesterday from Louisiana, making that the 23rd out of the 32 licenses that Elon Musk has applied for. And this is probably one of the biggest reasons why the Dogecoin project has been on the rise over the past couple of days. But as this article goes on to say, major firms like PayPal and Coinbase comply with a virtual currency license requirement, unlike X payments. And it is possible that these money transmitter licenses aren't going to be significant enough for him to actually allow crypto transfers to be taking place on the platform. And it also says that New York's strict crypto license rules impact X payment strategy, reflecting Musk's regulatory concerns. I know that New York and California are two of the hardest money transmitter licenses for Elon Musk to get, and hopefully whenever he gets these 32 that he actually applied for, including New York and California, he's going to make X payments go live. But I am slightly concerned that he might actually need to get a virtual currency license before he can let cryptocurrencies be traded on the platform. It's just something to pay attention to, and while we are running up in anticipation of X payments going live, if Dogecoin isn't allowed on the platform whenever it does first launch, then I think this is probably going to be a significant buy the rumor, sell the news situation, and Dogecoin could have a pretty severe sell-off if it doesn't actually go live on X payments. Even if Dogecoin isn't offered whenever X payments is first actually offered, hopefully it's going to be added pretty soon. And I'm just going to be keeping an eye out to see if Elon Musk even applies for some of these virtual currency licenses, but we'll just have to wait and see how all of this stuff plays out. In other Dogecoin news, it looks like the Slum Doge millionaire, or the Dogecoin millionaire from the last bull market, is finally a millionaire again after he watched his Dogecoin holdings go from 180,000 all the way up to 3 million and then back down to 200,000. He says, "This is the only difference. I never gave up. I never surrendered. I got called an idiot more times than you can imagine, but I never sold a single Dogecoin because of my belief. Doge to $1 is going to happen. I bet my life savings on that." Well, according to this post, it looks like he's still down about $1 million, and while he didn't ever give up and he never surrendered, this should definitely be a lesson to you guys to sell whenever things are getting super hyped up, because you don't want to watch your holdings go from 3 million all the way down to pretty much where you bottom at. If he sold that $3 million worth of Dogecoin and then he bought even half of that back down wherever it was worth $200,000 again, he would be well back up above where he was in the last bull market, and he'd probably have around $5 million or something like that. Just imagine losing almost $3 million and then being ridiculed across the whole internet. Well, don't let that be you in the next bear market. Make sure that you take some profits whenever things are getting hyped up, and don't follow people like this because they're just idiots. Finally, we got news yesterday that Sam Bankman-Fried has been sentenced to 25 years in prison for defrauding investors out of billions. And while they did say that he stole $30 billion, which is $20 million more than Bernie Madoff was on the hook for, it looks like they have recovered a lot of those funds. And I guess since he bought so much Solana with everybody's funds and that went up astronomically, this must have pulled him significantly out of the hole, and now he's only on the hook for 20 years in a cushy white-collar prison. Bernie Madoff got 150 years, but I guess whenever you give $40 million to the Democrats and supposedly another $40 million to the Republicans as well, if you buy off the uniparty system, then you don't really have to worry about spending 150 years in prison, and you can just take all of the money you want from as many investors as you want. So just remember, if you're going to be one of the biggest criminals in all of financial history, you better make sure that you pay the government, because as long as you make their pockets fat, you can send everybody's money to some kind of bank offshore, and then whenever you get out of prison in 20 years, you'll have way more money than all of the people that worked over the past 20 years. Not to mention, you'll be able to buy your parents mansions and all kinds of cars and just give them money to retire on, and they won't get in trouble in any kind of way. You'll just be able to set them up for life. So let me know in the comments, do you guys think that Dogecoin is actually headed to that 30-cent mark, or do you think that it's going to find resistance here and head back down below 20 cents? Either way, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But most importantly, don't forget to do only good every day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.